Hey, it's Necktie. Welcome to episode 94 of my No GPS series. And in this one, we're heading down to Bakersfield with a John Deere tractor. Let's get into it. We left off up here in Oakdale, which reminds me, I did not do that at the end of the episode when we got loaded, but Oakdale is gone. 132. All right, now that the housekeeping is out of the way, at the DFA, taking a left on California 99. And we are on California 99 through Fresno. We're gonna pass the California 58 interchange. I'm guessing these are service plazas with a scale, fuel, and sleep. Anyway, we're passing those, and then we're taking the next exit. Left at end of ramp, destination right there. Seems simple enough. I'm pretty sure I can screw it up. All right, so for those just joining, the reason I'm crooked is because I just drove up here. The game kept crashing for some reason when I would hit record, and the game log said something about trailer was occupied by player or something, so I just plopped down here. That's why I'm here. Anyway, 20,660. All right, let's get all that off. And if you hear some louder noises, number one, I apologize. I may have to see what I can do about fixing that, but my new button box from ATS Accessories arrived today that I ordered, the Patriot XL, and it's pretty sweet, but he uses actual high quality switches, so especially like the brake, I mean that peaks up in the red in OBS when I do that, so hopefully I may have to figure something out with my microphone gate or something, or whatever the hell that's called. Anyway, and I got the new shifter, and the splitter is stiff as a mofo, so that needs to be broken. But anyway, oh, I need to turn my lights on and beacons. Good to go. Yeah, so for those keeping score at home, it is currently 9 o'clock at night as I'm recording this. This stuff got delivered around, I don't know, 12:30? Maybe it's 11:30. And then, of course, I had to instantly take off the old button box and everything, which meant undoing some cable management so I could do that. And same with the shifter, and then put everything back together again. And then I actually came in here about 6:30, 7 o'clock to record, and realized that I didn't put my sim dashboard tablet back, and it couldn't be mounted where I had it before, so I had to find a new spot, and that took some time. And then I had to take some pieces of extruded aluminum that I didn't use when I built the rig and finagle something together, so now it's to the right of my button box, which is not ideal, but it's alright. So if I look over next, now that moves, so I need to get in the habit of, I don't know, maybe turning my head tracking off. So not that I have the greatest shifting in any other episode, but this one may be worse than it normally is. I should just use some WD-40. Which I may. Alright, so now we need California 99 South. I'm a damn mess too. I thought about not recording because I hate recording so late, then I gotta edit it and upload it. Not complaining, just explaining. Alright, so now we're on this. And if you hear those clicks, like, it probably didn't right there because I was talking over it, but you'll hear me pre-select the splits. Like right now I already went down to be ready to go to 8 low. That's also what messes me up a lot of times when I go to shift, because I'll pre-select because I'm in a habit of pre-selecting, and then something will happen and I'll forget that I pre-selected. Yeah, anyway, I didn't reset my odometer, and I do need to sleep when we get unloaded, since I didn't before I got this load. Yeah, so other than that, and again, this isn't a hashtag ad or anything. I bought all this stuff. I'm just giving you my experience with it. The button box I did have, what lane do we need to be in? Right lane. Was from ASP. Evil PC Gaming is another way you can get to their website, but I think it's Advanced Simulation Products or something like that. And it was a heavy hauler. It was 250 bucks. Can turn off my blinker. And it worked beautifully. It worked fine. Had plenty of switches and everything on it, and I just wanted one of these Patriot XLs to give me more switches. And so I finally broke down and ordered it because he was doing a special of $100 off if you got a button box and a shifter, any shifter. It still wasn't a cheap date. It was still like $800 and some odd between the shifter and the button box. Button box alone is like $4 something, I believe. So the shit ain't cheap. I mean, it looks good quality. Switches are, I mean, it's amazing. But now I'm at that point where, was it worth the extra $250? Now you have to keep in mind the labor. I mean, there's a shit ton of labor in it. And so there's 3 lights on the box that are tied to switches. One is the cruise, so when you turn the cruise on, a little blue light comes on. The other is a Jake brake. And then there's one that's connected to the switch right above the brake. It's actually an aux switch, but I have it labeled for trailer axle. But my Jake brake light doesn't work. And I messaged him and he said it's probably a loose wire, so I took the time to take this box apart, which is not easy to do either. And everything seemed tight, so I don't know if the light was bad or not. Is it the end of the world? No, it's not. And I'm not gonna send it back to be fixed because my previous button box didn't have a light when you turned on the Jake brake, so it's not the end of the world. Now, in the back of your mind, you're like, yeah, but you spent that money, it should work. I agree, but again, shit happens, right? Not the end of the world. So, I guess if you're somebody that's looking for a button box, go with whatever's in your budget, honestly. And he also makes a Patriot button box, so he makes one that's smaller than this one, that's kind of like the one I did have, roughly around the same price. So, yeah, I mean, it's... Okay. Thanks for slowing down, asshole. Boy, you are just like real life, too. You saw that sign back there. I know you did. But you're like, nope, screw it. Yeah, so would I recommend ATS accessories? I absolutely would, because I had his budget shifter before this one, and for those that don't know, his budget shifter is basically made from the leftover parts from this custom shifter I have, but the internals are 3D printed instead of actual Eaton Fuller internals. And they're like 50 bucks. If you want one, you need to get one as soon as I hit the website go, because I go quick. But that was fantastic. I have a habit of, and if you are in the Discord or you are on Facebook and follow the page or whatnot, I have a bad habit of buying shit that I really don't need. And my wife will, she's probably jumping up and down right now, screaming like, hell yeah. Because I didn't need any of this. Fact of the matter is, I didn't need this sim rig. I didn't need any of this stuff I have. But again, this is what I do for fun. I don't take trips. I don't go fishing. I don't hunt. This is my fun. So this is what my money goes to, basically. And not that I have to explain that, but I do. And none of this stuff that you've seen, none of it's sponsored. Nobody's giving it to me. I bought every damn thing. And again, just because, kind of like I said in my room tour video, which I should probably do a new one of those because it's about a year old, but because I'm a jackass. I just like this stuff, so I buy it, basically. Anyway, not to get completely sidetracked on that, but bottom line is, what I'm trying to tell you is, buy whatever you can afford. If it's a ASP heavy hauler button box, or if it's a, hell, ATS Accessories even makes a simple button box now. Like, buy what you can afford. Better yet, if you have an Android tablet, pay the 12 bucks for Sim Dashboard and you can get all sorts of damn button boxes on there. Now, obviously, you're just tapping a screen, but I mean, do whatever works for you. By any means, don't look at me and be like, oh, I need to have what he has. No, live. If you can afford it, fine. It's not a requirement to play the game. Just like these mods aren't a requirement to play the game either, they just make it more fun and more enjoyable. And I've said that before, if it wasn't for mods in this game, you wouldn't see me playing it. Plain and simple. Now, are there some nice free mods? Yes, there are. So I guess let me take that back. I shouldn't say that I wouldn't be playing it at all. Obviously, I would just be using, you know, what free mods are, but my whole point is that the base game stuff just doesn't do it for me. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Alright, so 58. Where's 58? We're still on 99. I haven't even seen a Fresno, because I honestly haven't even been paying attention. Well, that says Bakersfield. wonder if that goes to I-5. I don't know. I don't remember seeing service stations either. I could pull up the map. I probably should pull up the map, because it's becoming nighttime and going to be harder to find my way. Yeah, so anyway, also, I don't, if somebody's, you know, really good friends with Justin at ATS Accessories, I'm not bashing him at all because of that Jake brake light. Not at all. Shit happens. And like I said, the light just could have went bad. That could have happened in anything. Now, could I send it back and I'm sure he would fix it? 100% he would. I'm just not going to go through the ass pain of sending it back. So I'm going to deal with it. Alright, so that says Bakersfield as well. This traffic is really starting to piss me off at 8 o'clock at night. Okay, so there's the 58. So we passed the 58. As we put our foot through the floor. And then this is this service plaza. So I need to get in this lane. And then we're taking the next exit. I'm kind of surprised I did this with all my talking I was doing. Here. Oh, it's this one. Okay, let me just prepare for this because this is going to be a pain in the ass. Is my axle up? Yes, which is fine because it didn't need to be down with this weight anyway, but I'm just going to stay here so y'all can see this bullshit. And again, I don't know if SCS thinks that we have trailers with turning axles and all that shit, or what. I don't know. But again, this is another one of these that doesn't make any damn sense whatsoever. And in real life, because I've had some places like this before that I've delivered to, you will park out on the street off to the side, turn your flashers on, and come up and check. And 9 times out of 10, if it's a place like this, they'll be like, don't even come in, just unload out there. Yeah, see, look at this. And that's going to get all bound up. Or is that going to not collide? Well, either way, that's... Yeah, I can't go any further now. Yep. Alright, well then, we're going to do this. And the wheelbase on that truck isn't even the long wheelbase. So, sorry ladies and gentlemen for those of you that are getting pissed off because I'm doing this, but what the hell am I supposed to do? I mean, now could I have still reversed. Yeah, I guess I could have. I could have just set myself up and, you know, reversed in, but what the hell's the point? Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's get back in the truck. Let's shut that off. Shut the lights off. Do that, and we will unload. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Bakersfield is gone. What was that? 133. Alright, now, before I forget, I think I need fuel, too. I don't know what the hell just made me think of that, but I'm pretty sure I had a half a tank last episode, which now I'm even less. Alright, so let's go this, and then we want 05. I don't know what time it is. Sim dashboard says it's 9, so technically that's not a 10-hour break, but, you know, well, alright, let's see what's coming out of here. We still need Huron and Santa Cruz. All of those are good, and there's nothing coming out of here to any of those locations. Now, we could go down to, where's LA? We could go down to LA, but let's see if we can get something to Huron or Santa Cruz. Huron would be absolutely amazing. And that's a no. Okay, so what is there not that much in Huron? Let's go to Santa Cruz. Alright, so now we have stuff out of Santa Cruz. One load, and it's a Cat D5. Beggars can't be choosers, right? So let's set that as a destination, or yes, that was the correct word I was looking for. Then let's pull up the map, and we're going to Exxon. Okay, so we just need to come out of here, hang a left. Oh, look at that. It's an actual fuel station that we're picking up a dozer. Maybe they're getting their parking lot redone. Well, that works out because we need fuel, right? All right. Well, hot damn. I'm going to go ahead and reset the odometer as well. So let's go over. Oh, it helps if you release your brake tie. And I just have to look at this. Is that rear axle down? This freaking game, man. So you saw how before I got unloaded it was up, and then when I unloaded it automatically went down. There's a bug in the game because, as I said previously, I've gone into the console and turned that off to where I manually have to do it, but it still auto does it. I should have taken that wider, I think. I may get lucky and get it. I did. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Alright, well, apparently Bakersfield's still sleeping, not complaining. By the way, Bakersfield, California. Any NASCAR fans? The home of Kevin Harvick. Again, have no idea what made me think of that, just popped into my head. I really wasn't paying attention on the map to how far down this was, though. Truck stop. Does that mean there's a truck stop ahead, or... So now this is where things get interesting. I'm gonna check the map. Okay. I was in the wrong gear, but I was empty, so I got lucky and made it work. So we take a left at this light, I would venture. Or it's a left at the next light, and I really screwed up. Okay, well, I didn't really screw up, but it is a left at the next light because it's on the other side of that rock wall, I guess. I also just thought about that if this is a gas station, I bet you anything I'm gonna have to back in off the street. And what's gonna frustrate me is how many cars are gonna follow behind me as I need to do this. Well, first thing is I need to accept a load. Holy crap, this is... Well, I'm gonna do this and fuel before I forget. And then we'll just drive straight ahead and accept the load. I wonder why that popped up. That normally doesn't do that. Damn, $6.33 a gallon. Oh, release your brake, dumbass. Don't worry, didn't hit anything. That was just getting charged for fuel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, seems to be an issue with Pinga's Globe trailer because the game has crashed 5 times in a row every time I went to accept the load at the Exxon. Now, I'm assuming that's the same issue that was with the Pizzster Rogers trailer, which is fixed. So, anyway, we are at the Peterbilt dealer currently, and I will figure it out for episode 95. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. And until the next one, y'all take care. Bye.